Yeah.
These Alouettes biting their tongues after this one.
Yeah.
And this play doesn't get off.
I just want to make my point about Jason Maas, though, and I know Hamilton fans, after he throws the pick, say, yeah, no, I don't think so. I think he's done. But, you know, there's going to be...
Procedure. Montreal, number 57, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
As this season comes to an end and they look at next year and off seasons, there'll be teams that want Jason Maas, and Montreal will be one of them. And Montreal has a history of taking quarterbacks that have really struggled on other teams and resurrecting their career.
Well, you were mentioning this morning a great example. Tracy Ham, another former Eskimo who went to Toronto, and it just wasn't a fit in the run and shoot. But picked up by this organization through Baltimore, I guess.
Yeah.
But Jim Pop.
But that's what Jim Pop did. He took Tracy Ham. I mean, the run and shoot was not his game. He was a play action guy, Sally Rand type of quarterback. Toronto had a miscast there, so he picks him up, takes him to Baltimore, and Tracy Ham becomes a star. Anthony Calvillo, remember the nightmare season he had in Hamilton? Take him out of that scrap heap, put him in Montreal, and he's been all-world and Hall of Fame type numbers. And then Marcus Brady, well, he struggled tonight, but if he can be one, or Jason Maas can be one, they have the history of doing it.
2nd and 11. Maas under pressure, gets it away. Peterson Davis the catch, and with some good second effort, has a first down at the 43.
But you got to believe that Jason Maas right now is just, I mean, his head's got to be spinning. I mean, he goes from Hamilton, they signed Casey Printers, and if I understand correctly, he really didn't even know right away that they had signed him. He heard as he was going in. He said that he would stay as a backup. They moved him immediately. There was a few teams interested. Montreal picks him up because they had the injury to Calvillo. And he's just been trying to learn the playbook. His head's got to be spinning, and now it hurts because of that hit.
First down, fake to Peyton. And now underneath, the crossing right to Kerry Watkins, brought down quickly by Stanford Samuels. I've had some people around the league tell me that, at least express surprise that Hamilton dealt him so quickly, because they felt there would be a lot of interest around the league in Jason Maas.
Yeah, I think there is. I mean, think of the teams that have had some injury problems. BC has had injury problems at quarterback. So has the Toronto Argonauts, although they do have Bishop back now. But Edmonton, who have been looking, the Edmonton Eskimos, for a guy that knows the Edmonton tradition. Jason Maas knows that. He'd be good in the room here in Edmonton.
8 minutes left. And Peyton. And Jared Peyton busting this one into the secondary, into the Eskimos' side of the field to the 47-yard line. Another Al's first down. A reminder to tune in to TSN tomorrow afternoon for Rogers Jays on TSN. Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage begins at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's available on TSN HD.
Boy, this win, though, for Edmonton, that puts them in the hunt in the East. We showed you that graphic on the standings, but when you look at their schedule coming up, they are really in the hunt when they win this one.
Alouettes next week, and then back-to-back against the Argos. Maas with the completion. Elijah Thurman bounces off first contact and reels in. I think his first catch of the game.
Yeah, Elijah with Thurman has been the target on a couple of those interceptions, and the quarterback's reluctant to go back there, but Jason Maas is new to it, and he just, with a little pressure in his face, throws a pretty nice throw over the middle.
26 for Thurman. So Jason Maas, after a shaky start, getting things put together with his new playbook. Now the jumbo offense in. Anwar Stewart checks in as a tight end. And there's a quick hitter, then a catch by Watkins. Kerry Watkins now inside the 5. And Jason Maas might be giving Jim Pop something to think about the rematch next week.
Yeah, that's the other thing that right now Maas has got to be thinking that, you know, I get some reps. He starts off with the interception to Shannon Garrett, get that one out of the way, but since then has moved the football. He's competing to get some playing time with Montreal this season.
Good looking drive. Let's see if they cap it. Inside the 5, first and goal. Jared Payton straight ahead. And he is stopped inside the 1. Payton with the 3 running touchdowns last week against BC.
Nice little hesitation there from Jared Payton. He took the ball, hesitated just a second.